Tonight, we're gently drifting into the quiet and mysterious world of dreams. Each night, as you close your eyes and your body begins to rest, something subtle begins to change. Your breathing slows, your thoughts soften. The noise of the day fades into the distance. And then, without effort, without intention, another world begins to form. It doesn't ask permission. It doesn't follow rules. It simply appears. Scenes unfold in silence. You may find yourself walking through a place that feels familiar, yet slightly different. A street that almost resembles your own. A face that seems known, but not entirely clear. Dreams rarely announce themselves. They simply begin. And as they do, your waking mind takes a step back, and something deeper takes over. In dreams, time behaves differently. Moments stretch, hours compress. Entire stories can unfold in what, in the waking world, might only be a few minutes. You might live through a long journey, only to wake and realize that barely any time has passed at all. This is one of the quiet wonders of dreaming. The brain is not bound by clocks when it dreams. It moves freely, gently, drifting from one idea to the next. Your senses also begin to change. You may see clearly, or only vaguely. You may hear voices, or feel emotions more strongly than sound itself. Sometimes the feeling of a dream is more vivid than the images, a sense of calm, a trace of fear, a quiet curiosity. Dreams often speak in feelings more than words, and yet, despite how real they can feel, dreams are created entirely within the mind. There is no external world guiding them, no physical place you are actually visiting. Everything, every sound, every face, every landscape is being generated by your brain, silently, effortlessly, as if it has been doing this forever. Scientists have spent many years trying to understand why this happens. Why, when the body rests, does the mind become so active? Why do we dream at all? The truth is, we still don't have one single answer. And perhaps that is part of what makes dreams so fascinating. There are, however, gentle ideas, theories that try to explain this nightly experience. One of the most widely accepted ideas is that dreams help us process memories. Throughout the day, your brain is constantly taking in information, conversations, sights, sounds, emotions. Some of these are important, some are not. And when you sleep, your brain begins to sort through them, like a quiet librarian organizing books in the dark. Memories are not stored instantly. They need time to settle, to move from short-term awareness into long-term storage. And dreams may be part of that process. As you dream, fragments of your day can reappear. A place you visited, a person you spoke to, a thought you barely noticed. They may not appear exactly as they were. Instead, they blend together, reshaped, softened, combined with older memories. This is why dreams can feel so strange. They are not simple replays. They are more like gentle rearrangements, pieces of your life, quietly shifting into place. Another idea is that dreams help us process emotions, not just events, but how those events made us feel. Sometimes during the day, emotions are too complex or too overwhelming to fully understand. They remain just beneath the surface, unfinished. And when the world becomes quiet, when you finally rest, the mind begins to explore them. Dreams can create safe spaces for this, places where difficult feelings can be experienced without real-world consequences. You might face something that worried you, or revisit something that made you uneasy. But within the dream, your brain has control. It can reshape the experience. It can soften the edges. In this way, dreams may help you wake up feeling just a little lighter, even if you don't remember the dream itself. There is also a quieter, more imaginative idea that dreams are a form of creativity, a space where the brain is free to explore without limits. No logic required, no structure needed, just pure connection. In waking life, your thoughts often follow patterns, step by step, cause and effect. But in dreams, those patterns loosen. Ideas that would never meet during the day suddenly come together. A memory from childhood, a place you saw yesterday, a thought you had years ago, all blending into something entirely new. This may be why dreams have inspired so many ideas throughout history. Stories, inventions, works of art, all shaped in part by the strange freedom of the dreaming mind. And then, there is another possibility, that dreams are simply the brain's way of staying active, even in rest. A kind of background rhythm, neurons firing, signals moving, patterns continuing, not for a specific purpose, but because that is what the brain does. Like waves moving across the surface of water, even when everything seems still. As you continue to drift, it's comforting to realize you don't need to fully understand dreams to experience them. You don't need to solve them or remember them. They happen quietly, naturally, every night. And as your body rests, your mind continues its gentle work, sorting, feeling, imagining, creating worlds that appear and fade, like soft echoes in the dark. For now, there is nothing you need to do, no thoughts to follow, no meaning to search for. Just allow yourself to rest here, in this calm space between knowing and wondering. In the next part, we'll slowly explore the stages of sleep and how the brain moves into dreaming, step by step, like a quiet descent. Just breathe slowly and let your mind drift. Hello again. If you're still listening, you may already feel your body becoming a little heavier, a little calmer, as the day continues to fade further into the distance. In this part, we'll gently explore how sleep unfolds and how dreaming quietly emerges from within it. There is no sudden switch between waking and dreaming. Instead, sleep comes in soft layers, like slowly drifting downward through still water. As you first begin to fall asleep, you enter what scientists call light sleep. This is the stage where thoughts begin to loosen. You may still be aware of your surroundings, faint sounds in the room, the position of your body, but your mind has already started to wander. Images may flicker briefly, small, dreamlike fragments, not quite dreams yet, but no longer fully awake thoughts. These are sometimes called hypnagogic images. They come and go gently, unfinished, fleeting, like whispers that don't quite form into words. As you drift deeper, your body begins to truly relax. Your muscles soften, your breathing becomes slower, more steady. Your heart rate gently decreases, and your awareness of the outside world continues to fade. This is where sleep becomes more stable. Your brain activity slows, shifting into calm, rhythmic patterns. At this stage, you are less likely to wake from small disturbances. The mind is becoming quieter, more distant. Then, you move into deeper sleep. This stage is often described as the most restorative. Your body focuses on repair. Cells renew themselves, energy is restored, and your brain waves become slow and steady, like long, gentle tides. During this deeper stage, dreaming can still occur, but it is usually less vivid, less story-like, more abstract, more like feelings or faint impressions. And then, something interesting begins to happen. After some time in deep sleep, your brain slowly begins to become more active again, not fully awake, but no longer as deeply at rest. Your breathing changes slightly, your heart rate becomes a little more variable, and your brain waves begin to shift into a faster, more complex pattern. This is the stage where most vivid dreaming occurs. It is known as REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement, because during this stage, your eyes move quickly beneath your closed eyelids, as if they are following the scenes of a dream. Even though your mind becomes active during REM sleep, your body remains deeply relaxed. In fact, your muscles are temporarily still, almost completely. This is a natural part of sleep, a quiet protection. It prevents your body from physically acting out your dreams. So while your mind may be running, exploring, imagining, your body stays safe and still, resting peacefully. Dreams during this stage can feel very real. They often have structure, stories, movement. You may find yourself walking, speaking, flying, or simply observing. Time may stretch or shift suddenly. Places may transform without warning. Yet within the dream, it all feels natural. One of the most curious things about REM sleep is how similar the brain appears to waking life. Certain areas of the brain become highly active, especially those connected to emotions and visual imagination. At the same time, the parts of the brain responsible for logic and critical thinking become quieter, less involved. This may explain why dreams can feel so unusual, yet completely acceptable while you are inside them. You don't question them, you simply experience them. A person you haven't seen in years may suddenly appear, and it feels normal. A place may shift from one location to another, and it feels expected. Only when you wake does the strangeness become clear. Sleep is not a single, continuous state. It moves in cycles, gently repeating throughout the night. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and within each one, you move through these stages again. Light sleep, deeper sleep, and REM. As the night goes on, something subtle changes. The periods of deep sleep become shorter, and the periods of REM sleep become longer. This means that your dreams often become more vivid, closer to the time you wake. That is why dreams in the early morning can feel so detailed, so complete, sometimes even lingering after you open your eyes. And yet, even the most vivid dream can fade quickly. Memory and dreaming have a delicate relationship. While dreams may help process memories, they themselves are often not stored clearly. As you wake, the brain shifts back into its daytime mode, focused, structured, logical, and in that transition, dreams can slip away, sometimes leaving behind only a feeling, a trace, a sense that something was experienced, but not fully remembered. This is completely natural. It happens to almost everyone. Some people remember their dreams often, others rarely recall them at all. But this does not mean they are not dreaming. Everyone dreams, every night, even if those dreams quietly dissolve before morning. As you continue to rest, it can be comforting to know your mind follows these gentle cycles on its own. You don't need to guide it. You don't need to control it. Sleep unfolds naturally, like breathing, like waves moving across a calm sea. And within those waves, dreams rise and fall, appearing softly, then fading again into stillness. In the next part, we will slowly explore the meaning of dreams and why certain themes and symbols appear again and again. For now, just allow yourself to drift a little deeper. Let each breath come slowly, and let your thoughts become lighter, quieter, more distant. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to figure out. Just rest and gently float into the calm, steady rhythm of sleep. Hello again. By now, your mind may be drifting more softly, your thoughts moving slower, like clouds passing quietly across a wide open sky. In this part, we'll gently explore something many people wonder about: the meaning of dreams. For as long as humans have been dreaming, they have also been asking what dreams might mean. Across cultures, across time, dreams have been seen as messages, reflections, even glimpses into something deeper. Some ancient traditions believed dreams were a way of receiving guidance, a quiet form of communication, not through clear words, but through symbols, images that needed to be felt rather than explained. Even today, many people wake from a dream and pause, trying to understand it, wondering why a certain place appeared, why a certain person was there, why a feeling lingered long after the dream ended. But when it comes to science, the meaning of dreams is not always simple. Rather than having one fixed meaning, dreams are often shaped by your own experiences, your memories, your emotions, your thoughts, both noticed and unnoticed. This means that the same dream can mean different things to different people. A falling dream, for one person, may feel like fear. For another, it may feel like letting go. Dreams speak a very personal language, a quiet language built from your own life. Still, there are certain patterns, themes that appear again and again across many people's dreams. One of the most common is the feeling of falling, a sudden drop, a shift in balance, a sense of losing control. These dreams often happen during moments of change, when something in life feels uncertain, unstable, or unfamiliar. But even then, the dream is not trying to warn you in a direct way. It may simply be reflecting a feeling, giving shape to something that is hard to put into words. Another common dream is flying, floating above the ground, moving freely through space, effortless, light. These dreams can feel peaceful, almost joyful. They may appear during times when you feel free, or when your mind is exploring new ideas, new possibilities. Sometimes, they're simply a quiet expression of imagination, a moment where the mind lets go of limits. Then there are dreams where you are being chased, running, searching for a place to hide, trying to escape something just out of reach. These dreams can feel intense, but they often reflect something gentle beneath the surface. Not danger, but pressure, something unfinished, something your mind is still processing. And instead of facing it directly, the dream turns it into motion, into movement. There are also dreams of being lost, walking through unfamiliar places, looking for something or someone without quite knowing where to go. These dreams can feel quiet, almost empty. Only when you wake does the strangeness become clear. Sleep is not a single, continuous state. It moves in cycles, gently repeating throughout the night. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and within each one, you move through these stages again. Light sleep, deeper sleep, and REM. As the night goes on, something subtle changes. The periods of deep sleep become shorter, and the periods of REM sleep become longer. This means that your dreams often become more vivid, closer to the time you wake. That is why dreams in the early morning can feel so detailed, so complete, sometimes even lingering after you open your eyes. And yet, even the most vivid dream can fade quickly. Memory and dreaming have a delicate relationship. While dreams may help process memories, they themselves are often not stored clearly. As you wake, the brain shifts back into its daytime mode, focused, structured, logical, and in that transition, dreams can slip away, sometimes leaving behind only a feeling, a trace, a sense that something was experienced, but not fully remembered. This is completely natural. It happens to almost everyone. Some people remember their dreams often, others rarely recall them at all. But this does not mean they are not dreaming. Everyone dreams, every night, even if those dreams quietly dissolve before morning. As you continue to rest, it can be comforting to know your mind follows these gentle cycles on its own. You don't need to guide it. You don't need to control it. Sleep unfolds naturally, like breathing, like waves moving across a calm sea. And within those waves, dreams rise and fall, appearing softly, then fading again into stillness. In the next part, we will slowly explore the meaning of dreams and why certain themes and symbols appear again and again. For now, just allow yourself to drift a little deeper. Let each breath come slowly, and let your thoughts become lighter, quieter, more distant. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to figure out. Just rest and gently float into the calm, steady rhythm of sleep. Hello again. By now, your mind may be drifting more softly, your thoughts moving slower, like clouds passing quietly across a wide open sky. In this part, we'll gently explore something many people wonder about: the meaning of dreams. For as long as humans have been dreaming, they have also been asking what dreams might mean. Across cultures, across time, dreams have been seen as messages, reflections, even glimpses into something deeper. Some ancient traditions believed dreams were a way of receiving guidance, a quiet form of communication, not through clear words, but through symbols, images that needed to be felt rather than explained. Even today, many people wake from a dream and pause, trying to understand it, wondering why a certain place appeared, why a certain person was there, why a feeling lingered long after the dream ended. But when it comes to science, the meaning of dreams is not always simple. Rather than having one fixed meaning, dreams are often shaped by your own experiences, your memories, your emotions, your thoughts, both noticed and unnoticed. This means that the same dream can mean different things to different people. A falling dream, for one person, may feel like fear. For another, it may feel like letting go. Dreams speak a very personal language, a quiet language built from your own life. Still, there are certain patterns, themes that appear again and again across many people's dreams. One of the most common is the feeling of falling, a sudden drop, a shift in balance, a sense of losing control. These dreams often happen during moments of change, when something in life feels uncertain, unstable, or unfamiliar. But even then, the dream is not trying to warn you in a direct way. It may simply be reflecting a feeling, giving shape to something that is hard to put into words. Another common dream is flying, floating above the ground, moving freely through space, effortless, light. These dreams can feel peaceful, almost joyful. They may appear during times when you feel free, or when your mind is exploring new ideas, new possibilities. Sometimes, they are simply a quiet expression of imagination, a moment where the mind lets go of limits. Then there are dreams where you are being chased, running, searching for a place to hide, trying to escape something just out of reach. These dreams can feel intense, but they often reflect something gentle beneath the surface. Not danger, but pressure, something unfinished, something your mind is still processing. And instead of facing it directly, the dream turns it into motion, into movement. There are also dreams of being lost, walking through unfamiliar places, looking for something or someone without quite knowing where to go. These dreams can feel quiet, almost empty. As you continue to drift, it's comforting to realize you don't need to fully understand dreams to experience them. You don't need to solve them or remember them. They happen quietly, naturally, every night. And as your body rests, your mind continues its gentle work, sorting, feeling, imagining, creating worlds that appear and fade like soft echoes in the dark. For now, there is nothing you need to do, no thoughts to follow, no meaning to search for. Just allow yourself to rest here, in this calm space between knowing and wondering. In the next part, we'll slowly explore the stages of sleep and how the brain moves into dreaming, step by step, like a quiet descent. Just breathe slowly and let your mind drift. There is a gentle moment just before sleep fully takes over, a space that feels soft and slightly distant, where thoughts begin to loosen and the edges of awareness begin to blur. You may notice your mind wandering, not in clear sentences, but in fragments, images that appear briefly, then dissolve before they fully form. A place, a sound, a memory. They don't stay long. They simply pass through, like faint reflections on water. This is the beginning of the descent into sleep. Your body becomes heavier, more relaxed, each muscle slowly releasing the tension it carried through the day. Your breathing finds its own rhythm, slow, steady, effortless. And as your body settles, your mind follows. The structured thinking of the day begins to fade. Plans, worries, conversations, they grow quieter, more distant, as if they are gently drifting away, beyond reach. In this state, the brain begins to change its pattern. The fast, active signals of wakefulness begin to slow, replacing urgency with calm repetition. You are no longer focused on the outside world. The room around you fades into the background, and your awareness turns inward, softly, naturally, without effort. This is where the first stage of sleep begins. It is a light stage, a delicate transition between being awake and being asleep. You may still feel as if you could wake easily. A small sound, a shift in your body could bring you back. But if nothing disturbs you, you continue to drift deeper. Your thoughts become less connected. They no longer follow clear paths. Instead, they move freely, without direction. And sometimes, in this quiet state, a sudden sensation appears, a feeling of falling, or a quick movement, and your body may respond with a small twitch. This is a natural part of falling asleep, a gentle signal. As your body transitions into rest, there is nothing to worry about. It is simply the body letting go. As you move deeper, sleep becomes more stable. Your awareness fades further. The outside world grows distant, almost silent, and your mind begins to enter a different rhythm, slower, smoother, more continuous. Your body temperature drops slightly. Your heart rate slows. Your breathing becomes even more calm. Everything begins to settle. This is where rest begins to deepen. And as you continue this quiet descent, something subtle starts to form, not fully clear, not fully defined, but present. The early shapes of dreams. They do not arrive all at once. They build slowly, from fragments, a feeling, a memory, a passing thought, gently connecting, without structure, without effort. And as these fragments begin to gather, the mind drifts further into the space where dreams can fully unfold. There is no clear boundary, no exact moment where dreaming begins. It is a gradual transition, like watching the sky grow darker. Without noticing, the exact second day becomes night. And within that quiet shift, dreams begin, softly, naturally, without asking anything from you. In the next part, we will continue deeper into this process, exploring how sleep moves in cycles and how the dreaming mind becomes more vivid over time. But for now, there is nothing you need to follow, nothing you need to understand. Just let yourself drift, slowly, gently, and allow the quiet rhythm of sleep to carry you further into rest. Hello again. There's no need to think about which part you're on. Just let the words flow softly, like a quiet current carrying you further into rest. In this part, we'll gently explore something many people notice about dreams: how real they can feel. Sometimes, a dream can feel just as vivid as waking life. You can see clearly, hear voices, feel movement, even experience emotions that seem stronger than usual. And while you're inside the dream, there is often no doubt. It feels real. Only after waking, do you realize it was something created entirely within your mind? This raises a quiet and interesting question. Why do dreams feel so real? Part of the answer lies in how the brain behaves during dreaming. During REM sleep, the areas of the brain connected to emotion become very active. These areas help you feel things deeply, not just understand them, but truly experience them. At the same time, the part of the brain responsible for careful reasoning, for questioning what is real and what is not, becomes quieter. So the balance shifts. Emotion becomes stronger, and logic becomes softer. This combination creates a very unique experience. You feel everything clearly, but you don't question it. And because of that, the dream becomes believable, even when it is unusual, even when it doesn't follow normal rules. It still feels natural in the moment. This is why a dream can shift suddenly, a place changing into another, a person appearing without explanation. And yet, it doesn't seem strange while you are there. Your mind accepts it, gently, without resistance. Emotions in dreams can also feel more intense. A small moment in a dream can carry a deep feeling. A simple conversation can feel meaningful. A quiet scene can feel peaceful in a way that is hard to describe. And sometimes, even a brief moment can leave a lasting impression after you wake. This is because emotions are not just background elements in dreams. They are often at the center. They guide the dream, shape it, color it. A dream is not only what happens, but how it feels. And sometimes, the feeling is the only part that remains. You may wake and forget the details, but still carry a sense of calm, or curiosity, or something you cannot quite name. This is completely natural. Dreams are not designed to be remembered perfectly. They are experiences, more than stories, moments that rise and fade like gentle waves. Another reason dreams feel so real is because your brain uses the same systems it uses when you're awake. When you see something in a dream, the visual areas of your brain are active. When you hear something, the sound processing areas respond. When you feel movement, your brain simulates that motion. So even though there is no external world, your brain creates an internal one that feels complete. A world made entirely of signals, yet experienced as reality. There is something quiet and beautiful about that your mind, in complete stillness, can create entire landscapes, entire moments, entire feelings. without needing anything from the outside. As you continue to drift, you may notice how your own thoughts feel now, perhaps softer, less detailed, more like impressions than clear ideas. This is similar to the early stages of dreaming, where thoughts begin to blend, and meaning becomes less important than feeling, and slowly, without effort, the mind moves deeper into that quiet space where dreams begin. In the next part, we will gently explore why we sometimes forget our dreams and why they fade so quickly after waking. But for now, there is nothing to remember, nothing to hold on to. Just let everything soften, let everything slow, and allow yourself to drift a little deeper into calm, into quiet, into rest. Hello again. By now, everything may feel a little quieter, a little softer, as if the edges of the day have gently faded away. In this part, we'll slowly explore something almost everyone has experienced: why dreams are so easy to forget. You may have noticed, there are nights when you wake up with a clear memory of a dream, a place, a face, a feeling that lingers. And then there are other nights where it feels like nothing happened at all. But the truth is, dreams are still there. Every night, your mind enters those same gentle cycles, and dreams quietly appear and fade, whether you remember them or not. So why do they disappear so easily? Part of the answer lies in how the brain handles memory during sleep. When you are awake, your brain is very active in storing information. It decides what to keep, what to organize, what to remember later. But during dreaming, this system behaves differently. The brain is focused more on experience, on emotion, on connection, and less on recording those experiences in a clear, lasting way. It is almost as if dreams are meant to be felt, rather than saved. Another gentle reason dreams fade is the transition between sleep and waking. When you wake up, your brain begins to shift. It moves from a soft, fluid state into a more structured, focused one. Thoughts become clearer, logic returns, awareness sharpens, and in that shift, dreams can slip away, not suddenly, but softly, like mist fading in the morning light. At first, you may remember a small piece, a moment, a feeling, but as your attention turns to the day ahead, that memory becomes lighter, more distant, until it disappears completely. This is completely natural. It does not mean the dream was unimportant. It simply means your mind has moved on, gently making space for the waking world. There is also something interesting about timing. Dreams that happen closer to waking are more likely to be remembered because the transition is shorter. The memory does not have as much time to fade. This is why early morning dreams can feel so clear, so detailed, and yet, even these can disappear if not noticed right away. Another quiet detail is that memory and attention are closely connected. If you wake and immediately focus on something else, your thoughts move quickly into the day and the dream fades. But if you pause, even for a few seconds, and gently notice what you were experiencing, the memory can linger just a little longer, not perfectly, not completely, but enough to feel its presence. Still, there is no need to hold on to dreams. They are not something you have to keep. They come, they pass, just like thoughts, just like moments. And sometimes, letting them go is part of their quiet purpose. As you rest now, you may notice how your own thoughts feel lighter, less fixed, more like soft movements than solid ideas. This is the same gentle state where dreams form and where they fade. a space where nothing needs to stay for long, only to appear and then drift away. In the next part, we will slowly explore nightmares and why the mind sometimes creates more intense or unsettling dreams in a calm and gentle way. But for now, there is nothing to remember, nothing to follow, just the slow rhythm of your breath, the quiet stillness around you, and the soft feeling of drifting deeper and deeper into rest. By now, your mind may be very quiet, your thoughts soft and distant, like echoes fading into a calm night. In this part, we'll gently explore something that can feel a little heavier, but we'll do it slowly, calmly, and without any sharp edges. We'll talk about nightmares. Nightmares are simply dreams that feel more intense, more emotional, sometimes more vivid. They are not separate from dreaming. They are part of the same gentle process, just shaped by stronger feelings. Everyone experiences them at some point, some more often, some only rarely. And while they may feel uncomfortable in the moment, they are not harmful. They are simply another way the mind expresses itself during sleep. Nightmares often happen during the same stage as vivid dreams. REM sleep, the stage where emotions are more active, where imagination is more free, and because of this, feelings can become stronger. Sometimes, if something has been weighing on your mind, even quietly, even in a way you barely notice during the day, it can appear in a dream, not always directly, not as a clear replay, but as a feeling, given shape, a sense of being chased, a feeling of being lost, a moment of tension. These are not messages of danger, they are reflections, soft echoes of thoughts or emotions, moving through the mind. Even when a nightmare feels intense, it is still created in a safe space. Your body is resting, your surroundings are unchanged, and the dream itself will pass. Just like all dreams do, there is something important to remember. Even in the middle of a nightmare, your mind is still in control, not in a direct, conscious way, but in a deeper sense. The dream cannot go beyond what your mind can create, and because of this, it also has the ability to soften, to shift, to end. Sometimes, a nightmare fades on its own. Other times, you wake up gently with a lingering feeling that slowly disappears, and within a few moments, your surroundings return, calm, familiar, real. Breathing steadies, thoughts settle, and the intensity fades. Over time, nightmares often become less frequent, as the mind processes what it needs to process, as thoughts find their place, as emotions settle. They are not permanent, they are temporary moments within the larger flow of sleep. It can also help to think of nightmares in a different way, not as something to fear, but as something passing through, like a brief storm in a wide, quiet sky. The sky itself remains unchanged, and after the storm, there is calm again. As you rest now, there is nothing here that can disturb you. Only quiet, only stillness, your breath moving slowly, your body completely at ease, and your mind drifting gently through softer and softer thoughts. In the next part, we will slowly explore how dreams change over time, from childhood to adulthood and beyond, in a calm and peaceful way. But for now, let everything feel lighter. Let everything settle. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to follow, just the quiet rhythm of rest and the gentle feeling of drifting further into sleep. Now, we'll gently explore how dreams change over time, how they shift, slowly, as life moves forward. Dreaming is something that stays with us from the very beginning. Even in early childhood, the mind begins to dream, but the way those dreams feel and the way they unfold is not always the same. For children, dreams are often simple, sometimes bright, sometimes a little unclear, filled with familiar shapes and gentle imagination. A toy may come to life, a place may feel larger than it really is, a moment may stretch into something magical without needing explanation. At that stage, the line between imagination and dreaming is very soft, very open, very free. As time passes, dreams begin to change. They slowly become more detailed, more connected to real experiences, more shaped by memory. Faces become clearer, places feel more familiar, stories begin to form, and emotions become more present within them. In teenage years, dreams can feel more intense, not always in a dramatic way, but deeper, more emotional, more connected to identity, to questions, to change. This is a time when the mind is growing, exploring, trying to understand itself, and dreams often reflect that quiet movement. They may feel vivid, sometimes confusing, sometimes meaningful in ways that are hard to describe. As adulthood settles in, dreams often become more grounded, more connected to daily life, work, conversations, responsibilities, thoughts that continue softly into sleep. But even then, the strange nature of dreams remains. They still shift, still blend, still move beyond logic, because no matter the age, dreams are not bound by rules. They are shaped by experience, but never limited by it. Later in life, dreams can become quieter, not always less vivid, but softer, more reflective, more connected to memory, to moments that have passed, a place from long ago, a voice once heard, a feeling remembered, gently returning, without urgency. There is something peaceful about this, the mind moving through time, not in a straight line, but in gentle circles, revisiting, reconnecting, letting things settle. And through all of this, one thing remains constant. Dreams continue, every night, quietly, naturally, without effort. You don't need to guide them. You don't need to understand them. They simply follow you through each stage of life, adapting, shifting, changing, just as you do. As you rest now, you may notice how your own thoughts feel, perhaps lighter than before, less fixed, more like gentle impressions. This is the same quiet movement that shapes dreams across time, always present, always changing, always soft. In the next part, we will slowly explore the connection between dreams and creativity, and how the mind forms new ideas while you sleep. But for now, let everything feel calm. Let everything slow. There is nowhere to go, nothing to follow, just the quiet rhythm of your breath and the gentle feeling of drifting deeper and deeper into rest. Hello again. By now, your thoughts may feel softer, quieter, like they are slowly drifting further away from the edges of the day. In this part, we'll gently explore something a little different, something quiet, yet surprisingly powerful, the connection between dreams and creativity. Sometimes, without you noticing, the mind begins to create, not in a loud or active way, but softly, in the background, as if it is gently exploring ideas without needing to finish them. In waking life, your thoughts often follow patterns, step by step, cause and effect, one idea leading clearly into the next. There are rules, structure, expectations, but in dreams, those rules begin to loosen. not all at once, but gradually, gently, until they almost disappear. A place you saw yesterday may blend with a memory from years ago. A person may speak words that were never said. A moment may shift without explanation, and somehow, it all feels natural. This is one of the quiet gifts of dreaming. The mind is no longer trying to be correct. It is simply connecting. Ideas that would never meet during the day begin to move toward each other, softly, effortlessly, without resistance. A sound becomes a feeling, a memory becomes a place, a thought becomes something entirely new. In this space, there is no pressure, no need to decide if something is right or wrong, no need to make sense of everything. And because of that, the mind becomes free, free to explore, free to imagine, free to create. Sometimes, people wake with a small trace of this, a new idea, a different way of seeing something, a quiet shift in perspective. It may not always be clear, it may not even stay for long, but for a brief moment, something new has formed, not forced, not planned, but discovered. There have been many moments throughout time where ideas seem to arrive like this, softly, unexpectedly, as if they had been waiting beneath the surface. But even without remembering a dream, this process can still happen, because dreaming is not only about what you see, it is also about what your mind is doing, quietly, beneath awareness, connections forming, patterns shifting, old thoughts making space for new ones, like gentle waves, moving across a calm sea, reshaping the surface, little by little. And as you rest, you don't need to guide this process. You don't need to hold on to anything. Your mind knows how to move on its own, to explore, to connect, to create, even in stillness, even in silence. Something within you continues, softly, patiently. So if your thoughts feel distant now, if everything feels a little lighter, a little less defined, that's okay. It may simply be your mind, doing what it has always done, creating, quietly, in the background. In the next part, we'll slowly come to the final stage of this journey, a gentle closing, where everything we've explored begins to settle and fade into rest. For now, just breathe slowly. Let each breath come and go, without effort, without thought, and allow yourself to drift a little deeper into the quiet, calm space of sleep. Hello again. By now, your thoughts may feel softer, slower, as if they are gently drifting away from the edges of the day. In this part, we'll explore something calm, yet quietly powerful. How dreams become a space for creativity. Sometimes, without you even realizing it, the mind begins to create, not loudly, not forcefully, but softly, in the background, like a gentle current moving beneath still water. During the day, your thoughts follow structure. One idea leads to another, step by step. There are rules, expectations, logic guiding everything forward. But when you dream, those rules begin to fade, not suddenly, but slowly, until they loosen and disappear. A place you visited earlier may blend with a memory from long ago. A face may feel familiar, yet slightly different. A moment may shift without explanation, and yet, inside the dream, it all feels natural. This is where something quiet begins to happen. The mind is no longer trying to be correct. It is simply connecting. Ideas that would never meet in waking life begin to move toward each other, effortlessly, without resistance, without hesitation. A memory becomes a feeling, A feeling becomes a place becomes something entirely new. And in this space, there is no pressure, no need to decide what makes sense, no need to organize everything. The mind becomes free to explore, free to imagine, free to create. This is one of the hidden roles of dreaming, a space where the brain can gently experiment, without limits, without judgment. Sometimes, when you wake, you may notice a small trace of this, a new idea, a different perspective, a quiet understanding that wasn't there before. It may not always be clear. It may fade quickly, like a soft echo disappearing into silence. But for a moment, something new has formed, not forced, not planned, but discovered. There have been many quiet moments across time where people have felt this, an idea appearing suddenly, a solution arriving without effort, a creative spark that seemed to come from nowhere. But perhaps it didn't come from nowhere. Perhaps it formed slowly, during rest, while the mind was free to move without limits. Even when you don't remember your dreams, this process continues, because dreaming is not only about what you see, it is also about what your mind is doing, quietly, beneath awareness, connections forming, patterns shifting, old thoughts making space for new ones, like gentle waves, moving across a calm surface, reshaping everything, slowly, softly, without needing to be seen. And as you rest now, there is nothing you need to do, no ideas to hold on to, no thoughts to follow. Your mind already knows how to move, how to explore, how to connect, how to create, even in silence, even in stillness. Something within you continues, softly, patiently. So if your thoughts feel distant now, if everything feels a little lighter, a little more open, that's okay. It may simply be your mind drifting into that quiet space where new ideas are gently formed. There is no need to understand it, no need to capture it. Just allow it to happen, naturally, effortlessly, like breathing, like waves, like sleep itself. And as you continue to drift, let that quiet creativity remain in the background, working softly, without interruption. In the next part, we'll slowly come to the final stage of this journey, a gentle ending, where everything we've explored begins to settle and fade into stillness. For now, just breathe slowly. Let each breath come and go, without effort, without thought, and allow yourself to drift a little deeper into the calm, quiet space of rest. Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science channel. Tonight, we're gently drifting into the quiet and mysterious world of dreams. Each night, as you close your eyes and your body begins to rest, something subtle begins to change. Your breathing slows, your thoughts soften, the noise of the day fades into the distance, and then, without effort, without intention, another world begins to form. It doesn't ask permission, it doesn't follow rules, it simply appears. Scenes unfold in silence. You may find yourself walking through a place that feels familiar, yet slightly different. A street that almost resembles your own. A face that seems known, but not entirely clear. Dreams rarely announce themselves. They simply begin. And as they do, your waking mind takes a step back, and something deeper takes over. In dreams, time behaves differently. Moments stretch, hours compress. Entire stories can unfold in what, in the waking world, might only be a few minutes. You might live through a long journey, only to wake and realize that barely any time has passed at all. This is one of the quiet wonders of dreaming, The brain is not bound by clocks when it dreams. It moves freely, gently, drifting from one idea to the next. Your senses also begin to change. You may see clearly, or only vaguely. You may hear voices, or feel emotions more strongly than sound itself. Sometimes, the feeling of a dream is more vivid than the images. A sense of calm, a trace of fear, a quiet curiosity. Dreams often speak in feelings more than words. And yet, despite how real they can feel, dreams are created entirely within the mind. There is no external world guiding them, no physical place you are actually visiting. Everything, every sound, every face, every landscape is being generated by your brain, silently, effortlessly, as if it has been doing this forever. Scientists have spent many years trying to understand why this happens. Why, when the body rests, does the mind become so active? Why do we dream at all? The truth is, we still don't have one single answer, and perhaps that is part of what makes dreams so fascinating. There are, however, gentle ideas, theories that try to explain this nightly experience. One of the most widely accepted ideas is that dreams help us process memories. Throughout the day, your brain is constantly taking in information. Conversations, sights, sounds, emotions. Some of these are important, some are not. And when you sleep, your brain begins to sort through them, like a quiet librarian organizing books in the dark. Memories are not stored instantly. They need time to settle, to move from short-term awareness into long-term storage. And dreams may be part of that process. As you dream, fragments of your day can reappear. A place you visited, a person you spoke to, a thought you barely noticed. They may not appear exactly as they were. Instead, they blend together, reshaped, softened, combined with older memories. This is why dreams can feel so strange. They are not simple replays. They are more like gentle rearrangements, pieces of your life quietly shifting into place. Another idea is that dreams help us process emotions, not just events, but how those events made us feel. Sometimes during the day, emotions are too complex or too overwhelming to fully understand. They remain just beneath the surface, unfinished. And when the world becomes quiet, when you finally rest, the mind begins to explore them. Dreams can create safe spaces for this, places where difficult feelings can be experienced without real-world consequences. You might face something that worried you, or revisit something that made you uneasy. But within the dream, your brain has control. It can reshape the experience. It can soften the edges. In this way, dreams may help you wake up feeling just a little lighter, even if you don't remember the dream itself. There is also a quieter, more imaginative idea that dreams are a form of creativity, a space where the brain is free to explore without limits. No logic required, no structure needed, just pure connection. In waking life, your thoughts often follow patterns, step by step, cause and effect. But in dreams, those patterns loosen. Ideas that would never meet during the day suddenly come together. A memory from childhood, a place you saw yesterday, a thought you had years ago, all blending into something entirely new. This may be why dreams have inspired so many ideas throughout history. Stories, inventions, works of art, all shaped in part by the strange freedom of the dreaming mind. Hello again. By now, your mind may already feel very soft, very still, as if it is drifting somewhere just between sleep and waking. In this part, we'll gently explore something curious and a little strange. A dream where you believe you have woken up, but you are still dreaming. This is known as a false awakening, and it can feel incredibly real. So real, in fact, that for a moment, you may not notice anything unusual at all. You may open your eyes in the dream. You may see your room. You may notice the light in the space around you. Perhaps the bed feels familiar. Perhaps the walls look almost exactly the same as they do in waking life. And because everything feels so normal, you believe you are awake. You may even begin your morning routine. You may get out of bed, walk across the room, reach for a phone, or think about the day ahead. But then, something small changes. Something doesn't quite fit. A detail feels slightly off. The room may seem too quiet. The light may look unusual, or the scene may shift in a way that is just a little too smooth. And slowly, you realize you are still dreaming. That is the quiet mystery of false awakenings. They imitate waking life. They copy it so closely that the mind accepts them as real, until something inside the dream begins to notice the difference. False awakenings often happen during REM sleep, the stage where dreams are most vivid. That is the same stage where the mind is active, visual, emotional, and imaginative. So it makes sense that the dream world can become detailed enough to look like reality. Sometimes, a false awakening happens after another dream. You may dream that you were dreaming, then dream that you woke up, only to discover that you are still inside the dream. This can create a feeling of layers, like waking up inside, waking up inside, waking up. A gentle, looping experience where the mind keeps returning to the same place, and yet, each time, it feels real. That is part of what makes false awakenings so fascinating. They show how deeply the mind can build a convincing world. A world so familiar, so ordinary, that even the smallest bedroom lamp, the shape of the pillow, or the sound of the room can become enough to convince you. False awakenings are not usually dangerous. They are simply another strange shape that dreaming can take. Another way the mind plays with the feeling of certainty. A quiet reminder that consciousness is delicate, and that sleep can create experiences that feel almost identical to waking life. Some people have a false awakening only once or twice in their lives. Others notice them more often. They may appear during periods of stress, or during nights when sleep is light and interrupted. Sometimes they happen after waking briefly and falling back asleep. And sometimes they seem to arise without any clear reason at all. The mind, while sleeping, does not always follow a straight line. It loops, it bends, it returns. And false awakenings are one of the ways it may do that. A person in a false awakening may begin by doing ordinary things, checking the time, opening a door, looking in a mirror, picking up an object, sending a message. And then the dream may slowly become strange. A clock may show impossible numbers. A mirror may reflect something unexpected. A message may disappear before it is read. Or the room may change in a way that feels subtle at first, and then unmistakable. This is often the moment when the dreamer realizes they are still asleep. Sometimes this realization brings calm curiosity. Sometimes it brings surprise, and sometimes it leads into lucid dreaming. Because once you notice that the experience is a dream, awareness may begin to grow inside it. That gentle shift can turn a false awakening into something even more unusual. A dream in which you become aware that you are dreaming while still believing you were awake only moments before. The mind can create many layers of experience, and false awakenings sit quietly in that in-between space, where sleep almost looks like morning, where the bedroom almost feels real. where the body is resting, but the mind is still building a world. There is something very human about this, because waking life itself is filled with small assumptions. We see a familiar room and trust that it is real. We notice a pattern and assume it will continue. We move through the day believing our senses are guiding us clearly. But in dreams, the mind shows us how easily those assumptions can be recreated, how quickly it can make a place feel true, and how softly it can surprise us. If you have ever experienced a false awakening, you may remember the feeling afterward. A little confusion, a little wonder, and perhaps even a strange kind of relief when you finally realized that the strange moment was only a dream, that the world around you was still calm, still waiting, still familiar. Hello again. By now, your thoughts may feel very quiet, very soft, as if they are floating somewhere between sleep and waking. In this part, we'll gently explore a sleep experience that can feel unusual at first, but is usually harmless and temporary. It is called sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis happens when the mind begins to wake up, but the body is still in the quiet stillness of sleep. For a short moment, you may feel awake. You may be aware of the room. You may know where you are. You may even feel that your mind is clear. And yet, your body does not move right away. This can feel surprising. But in reality, it is simply a small overlap between two states. The brain has opened its eyes, while the body is still finishing the deepest part of rest. During dreaming, especially in REM sleep, the body naturally becomes still. This is a protective process. It helps prevent you from acting out your dreams while you sleep. So when the brain begins to wake before the body does, that stillness can remain for a few moments longer. And that is sleep paralysis. It is not dangerous. It does not last long. And even though it can feel strange in the moment, it always passes. Some people describe the feeling as being unable to move for a short time. Others may feel heavy, as if they are lying very still in a quiet, sleepy current. And sometimes, because the mind is partly awake while the dream world is still fading, the experience can include dream-like sensations, a shadow in the room, a sound that seems very real, a feeling that someone is nearby. These moments can be unsettling if they are unexpected, but they are still part of the same process of sleep and waking meeting in the middle. The brain, for a brief moment, is not fully settled into one state or the other. It is between worlds. And that is what makes the experience feel so unusual. Sleep paralysis often happens when a person is waking up. But it can also happen as someone is just falling asleep. Either way, the reason is similar. The timing between the body and the mind has become slightly out of step. One part wakes first, the other lingers a little longer, and then, slowly, the body catches up. Breathing continues. Muscles begin to respond again. Movement returns, and the moment passes. Many people who experience sleep paralysis never have it often. For some, it happens only once. For others, it may return from time to time, especially during stress, poor sleep, or irregular sleep schedules. But even then, it is still temporary, still natural, still something the body can move through on its own. If it ever happens, the most important thing to remember is simple. It will end. You are safe. Your body is simply taking a little longer to fully wake. Sometimes, understanding the experience makes it feel much less frightening. Because once you know what is happening, it no longer feels like a mystery. It becomes a moment of timing, a brief pause between sleep and wakefulness, a quiet delay in the body's return to movement, and that is all. The mind may be aware, the room may feel real, the body may feel still, but the moment is temporary. And little by little, control comes back. There is something fascinating about this boundary between sleeping and waking. It reminds us that the transition is not always immediate. It can be soft, gradual, a little uneven. Sometimes the mind rises before the body does, and sometimes the body is ready before the mind fully arrives. Sleep paralysis sits right in that small, fragile space between the two. As you rest now, you may notice how different this is from ordinary dreaming. In a dream, you move freely through a world that is not physically real. In sleep paralysis, the world around you may feel real, but the body remains still. Two states overlapping, two kinds of awareness touching for a moment, and then separating again. It is one of the many quiet reminders that sleep is not a single, simple thing. It is layered, it is gentle, it is full of small transitions that the mind and body manage on their own. So if sleep paralysis ever appears, there is no need to fear it. You can think of it as a passing doorway, a short pause, a moment of unfinished waking, and then, very soon, movement returns, stillness ends, the body resumes its ordinary rhythm, and the room becomes just a room again, calm, familiar, quiet. In the next part, we'll gently explore the sleeping body itself and how it stays safe, protected, and deeply at rest while the mind continues to dream. For now, let your breathing remain slow, let your shoulders soften, and allow yourself to drift a little deeper into peace, into quiet, into sleep. Hello again. By now, your mind may already be moving more slowly, more softly, like a calm wave settling into the shore. In this part, we'll gently turn our attention away from the dream itself and toward the body that sleeps beneath it. Because while the mind is drifting through images, feelings, and strange little worlds, the body is doing something very important too. It is resting, deeply, quietly, and safely. When you fall asleep, the body does not simply turn off. Instead, it begins a slow shift into repair and recovery. The muscles soften, the breathing becomes more steady, the heartbeat slows a little, and the whole body starts to release the effort of being awake. You may not notice the change in the moment, but it happens gradually, like a door closing very gently at the end of the day. One of the first things to change is muscle tension. As sleep deepens, many muscles relax more fully. The jaw loosens, the shoulders drop, the hands become still. Even the tiny muscles around the face grow quiet. This helps the body enter a state of real rest, a state where it no longer needs to hold itself ready for action. And during REM sleep, when dreaming becomes more vivid, the body becomes even more still. This is a natural protection. It keeps you from physically acting out what is happening in the dream. So while the mind may be walking, running, talking, or flying, the body remains calm and still in bed, safe, protected, at rest. Breathing also changes during sleep. It becomes slower in many stages of rest, especially in deeper sleep. Sometimes it becomes more rhythmic. Sometimes it shifts slightly with the dream state. But in general, it grows quieter than it was during the day. Less active, less deliberate. Just enough to keep going. Just enough to support the body through the night. The heart follows a similar pattern. It usually slows as the body relaxes. And then, during REM sleep, it may become a little more variable again. A little less steady for a while. Not in a harmful way, just in a natural sleep-like rhythm. The body is not standing still in the same way it does during the day. It is moving through a different kind of balance, resting, but still alive with subtle activity. Another quiet change happens in body temperature. During sleep, the body temperature can drop slightly. This is part of the natural rhythm that helps the body settle into rest. It is one reason sleep can feel so cozy, so enclosed, so gently separate from the busyness of the world. The body knows how to lower the lights, how to dim the systems, how to prepare for deeper restoration. And behind all of this, the brain is still working, not in the loud, alert way it does when you are awake, but in a softer, more internal way. It is organizing, repairing, regulating, keeping the whole system moving through its nightly cycle. Sleep is not empty. It is active in its own quiet form. The body may look still from the outside, but inside, many small processes are continuing. Cells are renewing. Energy stores are being restored. The nervous system is finding balance, and the immune system is also supported during sleep. That means rest is not only comforting, it is necessary. The body uses sleep as a time to recover from the day, to prepare for tomorrow, and to maintain the steady rhythm of being alive. Even small movements can still happen during sleep. A hand may shift, a foot may twitch, the face may briefly change. These little motions are normal, soft, brief, almost like the body is adjusting itself without waking fully. And sometimes, just before sleep or just after waking, the body may give a small jolt or sudden movement. This can feel surprising for a moment, but it is usually harmless. Just another sign that the body is moving between states. The edge between wakefulness and sleep is not always smooth. It can be a little wobbly, a little unsteady, and that is okay. The body knows how to find its way. There is something very peaceful in remembering that your body is designed for this. It knows how to rest. It knows how to protect itself during sleep. It knows how to soften, to quiet, to recover. You do not need to guide every breath. You do not need to hold your muscles in place. You do not need to monitor every change. Your body already understands the path. And as you lie here now, even listening to these words can feel like another small invitation to relax, to notice the heaviness of the body, the softness of the limbs, the quiet comfort of simply being still. There is no need to do anything. The body is already doing its gentle work, holding you, resting you, carrying you through the night. So if your eyelids feel heavier, if your breathing feels slower, if your body feels farther away in that warm, sleepy way, that is all part of the process, a natural part of sleep, a calm and beautiful part. Hello again. By now your thoughts may already feel very soft, very quiet, as if they are drifting slowly through a calm and distant night. In this part, we'll gently explore a question many people have wondered about for a long time. Do animals dream too? The answer, at least for many animals, appears to be yes, not exactly in the same way humans do, and not in a way we can fully see or hear. But science suggests that many animals do experience sleep stages similar to ours, including REM sleep, the stage where dreaming is most vivid. This means that somewhere in the quiet world of sleep, a dog may be dreaming, a cat may be dreaming, a bird may be dreaming, and perhaps many other animals as well. You may have noticed this already. A sleeping puppy twitching its paws, a cat's whiskers moving slightly, a pet making little sounds in its sleep. Sometimes even a tail gives a tiny flick. These soft movements can be small clues, gentle signs that something is happening in the sleeping mind. Of course, we cannot ask the animal what it sees. We cannot open the door to its dream world and step inside. But the body gives us quiet hints. Hints that suggest the brain is still active during sleep, still moving through images, sensations, and internal activity. Scientists have observed that many mammals and birds show sleep patterns that resemble human sleep cycles. They rest, they shift into deeper sleep, and then they enter periods that look very much like REM sleep. During those moments, the brain becomes more active again, even while the body remains still. And that is one reason researchers believe animals may dream. It seems that sleep is not only for humans, it is part of a larger rhythm of life, a rhythm shared by many creatures. And perhaps this makes sense. Animals remember places, they learn routines, they respond to emotion, they play, they search, they hide, they move through the world in ways that require memory and experience. So it is not surprising that their sleeping brains might also revisit pieces of those experiences. A dog may dream of running, a cat may dream of stalking softly through grass, a bird may dream of flight, a mouse may dream of small hidden places. We cannot know for certain what their dreams contain, but it is peaceful to imagine that sleep gives them a world of their own, a world made from instinct, memory, feeling, and rest. There is something comforting in that thought, that while we sleep, we are not alone in the quiet, across homes, forests, fields, and skies. Other living creatures are also resting, also drifting, also entering their own private night. Even very young animals seem to show signs of this. Newborn mammals spend a great deal of time sleeping. Their bodies and brains are growing, and during that growth, sleep may help the brain organize itself. Just as it helps human babies develop and settle, sleep, in this way, is deeply ancient, older than words, older than stories, older than the many ways we try to explain it. It belongs to life itself, and dreaming may be one of its quiet expressions. Some animals may dream in simple fragments, a scent, a movement, a sensation, a pattern of safety or danger, not always a full story, but perhaps a soft replay of life's little moments, a kind of internal rehearsal, a memory echoing gently in the dark. There is also something very sweet about watching a pet sleep. A dog curled in a chair, a cat stretched in a patch of sunlight, their breathing soft and steady, their bodies at peace. And then, suddenly, a tiny twitch, as if they have crossed into a dream for just a second. Those moments remind us that the sleeping world is full of quiet activity, even when everything seems still. Dreaming does not require language. It does not need human thought. It may simply require a brain that remembers, feels, and rests. And many animals have that. So perhaps their dreams are not so different in spirit, only in form. A little movement, a little memory, a little hidden life in the dark. As you continue resting now, you may feel how gentle this idea is. That dreaming is not something rare or separate. It is part of the wider pattern of living things, a shared softness, a shared need for rest, a shared passage into the night. And whether the dream belongs to a person or an animal, it remains a private and quiet thing, something unseen, something temporary, something that appears and then fades. In the next part, we'll gently explore nightmares again from a different angle, looking at why intense dreams sometimes happen and how they fit into the larger world of sleep. But for now, let this thought stay softly with you. Somewhere in the night, other creatures are sleeping too, and perhaps dreaming in their own quiet way. So breathe slowly. Let your body stay still, and allow yourself to drift gently, peacefully, further into rest. Hello again. By now, your mind may be resting in a very soft place, a quiet place where thoughts move slowly and gently, like clouds drifting across a dark sky. In this part, we'll return to a topic that can feel a little intense, but we'll look at it calmly and softly and with care. Nightmares. Nightmares are dreams that carry stronger feelings, sometimes fear, sometimes tension, sometimes a sense of urgency that seems to rise from nowhere. But even though they can feel heavy in the moment, they are still part of the same dreaming mind. They are not outside the natural rhythm of sleep. They are one of the ways the brain expresses stress, emotion, and memory while the body is at rest. A nightmare may begin like any other dream, a normal room, a familiar person, a quiet scene, and then, slowly, the feeling changes. The dream becomes more tense, more uncertain. The atmosphere shifts. What was calm becomes uneasy. What was clear becomes strange. And what was ordinary begins to feel threatening. This is one reason nightmares can feel so powerful. They do not always start in a dramatic way. Sometimes they grow quietly, one small detail at a time, until the whole dream has changed shape. Scientists believe that nightmares may be linked to emotional processing. During the day, you experience many things. Some are easy, some are stressful, some leave a mark even when you do not think much about them. At night, the brain sometimes revisits those feelings. Not always directly, not always clearly, but enough to give them shape, enough to let them move through the sleeping mind. A nightmare may not be a literal message. It is more like an emotional language, a language of images, movement, and sensation. If something has been worrying you, even quietly, your dreaming mind may turn that feeling into a scene, a chase, a fall, a locked door, a loss, a sense of being late, a sense of not being ready. These are not predictions, they are expressions. The brain, in sleep, often works with symbols rather than exact explanations. And so a feeling becomes a story, a worry becomes a place, a tension becomes motion. One theory suggests that nightmares may be part of a kind of emotional rehearsal, a way for the brain to explore difficult feelings in a safe environment. The body is asleep, the room is safe. The dream can be intense, but it cannot cross into real life. In that sense, the nightmare may be the brain's way of practicing how to handle emotional danger. Not in a perfect way, not in a conscious way, but in a quiet and instinctive one. Sometimes nightmares happen more often during stressful periods, when sleep is lighter, when emotions are strong, when the mind has a lot to process. They may also appear after a frightening event, or during times when the nervous system feels more sensitive than usual. This does not mean something is wrong. It only means the mind is carrying more than usual, and sleep, in its own way, is trying to sort through it. Nightmares can feel vivid because dream life often feels completely real while it is happening. Your body may stay still, your room may be silent, but inside the dream, the experience can feel immediate. That is why waking from a nightmare can feel so sudden. One moment you're inside the dream, the next, you are here again, in your bed, in your room, in the quiet of the night. And then, slowly, the fear begins to fade. Breathing steadies. The body remembers safety, and the mind returns to the calm of the present moment. It can help to think of nightmares as temporary storms. They rise, they pass. They do not stay forever, and they do not define the whole night. Most of sleep remains peaceful, even if one dream feels intense. It is only a small part of a much larger cycle. If you ever wake from a nightmare, it can help to look around slowly. Notice the room. Notice the bed. Notice that you are here, safe, awake, quietly breathing. That simple return to the present can soften the feeling very gently. And if you fall back asleep, the body knows how to continue resting. Nightmares are not signs of weakness. They are not failures. They are not unusual in a harmful way. They are simply part of the sleeping mind's wide and complicated language. A language that sometimes speaks in shadows before it speaks in calm. There is something meaningful in that too, because even the difficult dream is still part of the mind trying to process the night, trying to make sense of life, trying to carry emotions through in the only way it knows how. As you rest now, you may feel this becoming clearer, that dreams are not always soft and beautiful. Sometimes they are rough, sometimes they are confusing, sometimes they are unsettling, but they still belong to the same deep and natural world of S. Hello again. By now, your mind may be resting in a very quiet place, a place where thoughts come and go softly, without needing to be held. In this part, we'll gently explore one of the most interesting parts of dreaming: the way dreams speak through symbols. Dreams rarely explain themselves in a direct way. They do not usually say exactly what they mean. Instead, they often appear as images, objects, places, people, and small scenes that feel simple on the surface, but may carry deeper feelings underneath. A dream may show you a house, a road, a door, water, a room you have never seen before, or a place that feels strangely familiar. These things are not always literal. They may be symbols, quiet images the mind uses to express something that is harder to say in words. This is part of what makes dreams so gentle and mysterious. The sleeping mind often thinks in pictures, not because it wants to hide the meaning, but because images can carry many feelings at once. A single door can suggest change, a choice, a beginning, or even a quiet uncertainty. A road may suggest movement, direction, a journey that is not yet finished. Water may suggest emotion, depth, stillness, or something flowing beneath the surface. And a house may sometimes feel like a symbol of the self, with different rooms representing different parts of life, memory, or feeling. But these symbols are not fixed. They do not mean exactly the same thing for everyone. That is very important. A symbol in a dream is shaped by your own life, your experiences, your memories, your emotions, your history. So a door in one person's dream may feel exciting, while in another person's dream, it may feel uncertain. The image is the same, but the meaning is personal. The brain seems to enjoy using symbols because they are flexible. They can hold more than one idea at a time. They are soft enough to shift and strong enough to be remembered. This is why dreams can feel so layered. A simple image may carry several feelings together. A friend from the past may not only be that person, but also a memory, a season of life, a feeling you once had, a version of yourself from long ago. Dreams often combine these layers without warning, and because of that, they can feel both strange and deeply familiar. Sometimes the mind uses symbols to soften difficult feelings. Instead of showing a direct worry, it may show a scene. Instead of saying something plainly, it may paint it in images. This can make the dream feel easier to experience, less sharp, less direct, almost like the mind is speaking in a gentle code, not a code that must be solved quickly, but one that can be felt slowly. And if you never fully decode it, that is okay too, because not every dream symbol needs a final answer. Sometimes the symbol matters simply because it appeared, because it carried a mood, because it gave shape to something that was quiet inside you. That is part of the beauty of dream language. It does not always ask to be translated. It simply asks to be noticed. A recurring symbol can also be meaningful. A staircase appearing again and again. A hallway, a bridge, a key, a window. These repeated images may reflect a feeling that returns in different forms. Not always the same story, but the same emotional thread. The mind may revisit a symbol because it has not finished exploring what it means, or because the symbol is useful, or because it has become part of the dream's quiet vocabulary. There is no need to force an explanation. You can simply observe, notice the image, notice how it feels, and let it pass. Dream symbols are not instructions. They are not warnings in a strict sense. They are more like reflections on water, changing with the light, shifting with the current, never completely still. As you continue to rest, it may feel comforting to remember that your mind has its own language during sleep, a language made of pictures instead of paragraphs, a language made of feeling instead of explanation, a language that can be strange but also deeply human. And sometimes, even when the dream itself fades, the symbol remains for a moment. A red sky, a long hallway, a locked door, a quiet ocean, a small light in the distance. These images can stay with you because they touch something deeper than logic. They speak to the part of the mind that feels before it explains, that senses before it defines, that dreams before it wakes. So if you ever wake from a dream and only remember one image, that may be enough. One symbol can hold a whole feeling. One shape can carry a whole mood. One small piece can still belong to a much larger inner world. In the next part, we'll gently explore something else that many people wonder about: dreams across history, and how people in different times have looked at the sleeping mind. But for now, let the symbols soften. Let the images drift. Hello again. By now, your thoughts may feel very soft, very far away, as if they are slowly drifting through a quiet night that has existed for a long time. In this part, we'll gently step back from the individual dream and look at something larger: how humans have understood dreams across history. For as long as people have slept and dreamed, they have also tried to explain what dreams mean. Long before modern sleep science, dreams were often seen as something deeply important, something mysterious, something filled with messages. In many ancient cultures, dreams were believed to carry guidance from gods, ancestors, or hidden forces. A dream was not just a dream. It might be a sign, a warning, a blessing, or a quiet glimpse into something beyond ordinary life. People would wake and carefully remember what they had seen. They would talk about it, record it, share it with others who might help interpret it. Dreams were treated as meaningful events, not just private nighttime stories. In some traditions, dreams were closely tied to healing. A person might sleep in a sacred place and hope for a dream that brought comfort or direction. In other cultures, dreams were thought to reveal truth in symbolic form, not through direct speech, but through images that needed to be understood slowly. A river, a flame, a journey, a stranger. Each one could carry a message depending on the time, the place, and the person who dreamed it. In ancient Egypt, dreams were taken very seriously. Dream books and dream interpretations were used to help people understand their nighttime visions. A dream could be seen as either favorable or unfavorable, a path to insight, or a sign to be cautious. In Greek thought, dreams were also important. Some philosophers believed dreams could reflect the soul. Others thought they came from the gods. And later, many cultures continued this idea that dreams lived somewhere between the human mind and a larger unseen world. In some indigenous traditions, dreams have also been viewed as meaningful parts of community life, identity, and connection. Dreams were not always private. They could be shared, respected, and woven into the understanding of a person's place in the world. Across many places and many times, one thing stayed the same. People felt that dreams mattered, even when they did not fully understand them. Then, slowly, the way people thought about dreams began to change. As science grew, dreams came to be studied more carefully, not only as symbols, but as brain activity, as part of sleep, as a natural process of the nervous system. Instead of asking only, "What does this dream mean?" scientists began asking, "What happens in the brain when we dream?" That shift changed everything. Dreams were no longer seen only as messages from outside the mind. They were also understood as experiences created inside it. And yet, even as science made progress, the old wonder did not disappear, because dreams are still strange, still vivid, still personal, still difficult to explain fully. That is one reason they have remained such a powerful part of human life. They sit quietly between science and mystery, between memory and imagination, between the body at rest and the mind still moving. In history, dreams have also inspired stories, art, religion, and philosophy. A dream has been used to explain a discovery, to guide a decision, to inspire a painting, to shape a poem, to awaken curiosity. People have long felt that dreams contain something worth listening to, even if they do not always know what it is. And perhaps that is why dream stories are found everywhere, in old texts, in legends, in family memories, in personal journals. Across generations, people continue to wake and wonder, what was that dream? Why did it feel so real? Why did it stay with me? These questions are old, older than any one culture, older than many written histories. They belong to the human experience itself. Today, we understand dreams differently than people did long ago. We know more about sleep stages, more about REM sleep, more about memory and emotion. And yet, even now, dreams still feel a little beyond our grasp. We can study them, describe them, observe them, but we cannot fully hold them still. They come and go, they move, they transform. Like history itself, they are never quite the same from one moment to the next. There is something peaceful in that dreams have traveled with humanity through every age, through candles and cities, through old villages and modern rooms, through silence, noise, war, peace, fear, and rest. They have always remained close, quiet companions of sleep. So when you think about dreams across history, you can imagine many people across many centuries lying down at night with the same soft questions. What will I dream? What did that dream mean? Why did I see that image? What was my... Hello again. Let your thoughts settle gently, as if they are floating on a quiet surface, soft, slow, and undisturbed. In the last part, we wandered through history, through all the ways humans have tried to understand dreams. And now, we come to something just as fascinating, what we still don't fully know. Because even with all of modern science, all the tools, studies, and discoveries, dreams remain, partly mysterious. We have learned many things. We know that dreams often happen during REM sleep, when the brain is active, when the body rests deeply. We know that areas linked to emotion, memory, and imagination become active, while parts responsible for logic and control grow quieter. We know that dreams can reflect fragments of waking life, memories, feelings, concerns, experiences. But even with all of that, a quiet question remains. Why do dreams feel the way they do? Not just what they are made of, but why they are so vivid, so emotional, so strange. Why does the mind create stories that bend reality, shift time, mix people and places that do not belong together? Science can describe the activity, but the experience itself still slips gently out of reach. Another mystery is purpose. There are ideas, many careful, thoughtful ideas. Some suggest that dreams help process memory, sorting and organizing what the mind has lived through. Others suggest dreams help regulate emotion, softening difficult feelings, revisiting them in a safer, distant way. Some believe dreams are a kind of mental rehearsal, a space where the brain practices responses, imagines possibilities, explores without consequence. And some theories say dreams may not have a single purpose at all, but instead are a natural result of many processes happening at once. Each idea holds something meaningful, but none of them explains everything. And so the question remains open, gentle, unfinished. There is also the mystery of meaning. Why do certain dreams stay with you? Why do some fade instantly, while others linger for years? Why does one image feel important, while another disappears without a trace? Science can measure brain waves, track sleep cycles, observe patterns, but the personal meaning of a dream, how it feels, what it seems to say, that still belongs mostly to the dreamer. Then there is the question of creativity. Many people have experienced moments where dreams seem to bring ideas, solutions, insights that were not clear before sleep. Why does the dreaming mind sometimes connect things in new ways? Why does it loosen boundaries, allow thoughts to move more freely, more strangely, more creatively? This too is not fully understood, and perhaps one of the deepest mysteries is consciousness itself. When you dream, you are experiencing a world, seeing, hearing, feeling, reacting, all while your body rests quietly. Where does that world exist? How does the mind create such a complete experience without the outside world? This question reaches beyond dreams, into the nature of the mind itself, and even now, it does not have a simple answer. But there is something peaceful in that not everything is fully explained, that some parts of human experience remain soft, open, unresolved. Dreams are one of those places, a meeting point between what we understand and what we are still learning, between science and something that feels just a little beyond it. And maybe that is part of why dreams continue to matter. Not because they must always be solved, but because they invite curiosity. They ask quiet questions without demanding immediate answers. They remind us that the mind is deep, layered, and still full of unknown spaces. So as you rest tonight, you can let go of needing to fully understand every dream. You can allow them to come and go, as they always have, shifting, changing, unfolding gently in their own way. Part science, part mystery, part known, part unknown. And you, resting quietly between both. In the next part, we will gently bring everything together and reflect on what dreams may mean for you, personally, softly, in your own experience. But for now, let the questions fade. Let the unknown feel calm, not heavy, and allow yourself to drift, slowly, peacefully, into rest. Hello again. Settle in gently, as if the night itself is holding you, quietly, softly, without effort. We've wandered through many parts of dreams together, their science, their history, their mysteries, and now we come to something simple and very close to you. What dreams may mean for you, not in a fixed way, not as a single answer, but as something personal, something that belongs to your own experience. Because even though dreams are shared by all humans, the way they feel, the way they stay, the way they speak, is always a little different for each person. Your dreams are shaped by your life, your memories, your emotions, your quiet thoughts that move beneath the surface. Sometimes, a dream may reflect something recent, a moment from your day, a feeling that hasn't fully settled yet. Other times, it may bring up something older, something distant, a memory or emotion that is still gently present somewhere inside you. And sometimes, a dream may not seem to make sense at all. Images that don't connect, places that shift, people appearing and disappearing without reason. And that's okay, because not every dream needs to be understood clearly. Some dreams are like fragments, soft pieces of thought and feeling moving together, not meant to be solved, only experienced. But if you choose to, you can listen to your dreams in a gentle way, not by forcing meaning, but by noticing. How did the dream feel? Was it calm, heavy, strange, comforting, uneasy, familiar? Often, the feeling of a dream can tell you more than the details. You can also notice what stays with you. A single image, a moment, a color, a voice. These small pieces sometimes carry a quiet importance, not because they have a universal meaning, but because they meant something to you in that moment. Dreams can also be a space where emotions move more freely. Feelings that are quiet during the day may become clearer at night, not louder, just easier to notice. And in that way, dreams can be a kind of gentle reflection, not a perfect mirror, but a soft one, showing shapes, impressions, pieces of your inner world. You don't have to interpret every dream. You don't have to remember them all. Even the dreams you forget may still have done their quiet work, processing, sorting, resting the mind in ways you don't need to see. And sometimes, a dream is simply a dream, a passing story, a moment of imagination, a brief world that appears and fades. That too is enough. There is no pressure here, no need to search too deeply, unless you want to. You can let your dreams be light, something that comes and goes, something that belongs to you, without needing to be explained. And over time, you may notice patterns, certain feelings returning, similar themes, familiar places, not as rules, but as gentle rhythms. Your mind, finding its own ways to move, to process, to rest. And perhaps the most important thing to remember is that your dreams are part of you, not separate, not outside, but connected to your thoughts, your feelings, your life as it unfolds. They are not trying to confuse you. They are simply moving in the language of the mind, which is often made of images and emotion and quiet connections. So tonight, if you dream, you don't need to hold on tightly. You don't need to figure everything out. You can simply let the dream happen and let it fade when it's ready. And if something stays, a feeling, a small memory, you can carry it gently, without pressure, without urgency, just noticing, just allowing, just being. In the next part, we will slowly come to the end of this journey and rest in everything we've explored together. But for now, Let your thoughts grow softer. Let your mind drift and allow yourself to settle quietly, peacefully, into rest. Hello again. This is the final part, so let everything slow down a little more, as if the night has become deeper, quieter, more still. We've moved through many thoughts together. What dreams are, how they form, how people have understood them, what science explains, and what still remains unknown. And now, there is nothing left to figure out, nothing left to solve, only something simple: to rest. Because in the end, dreams do not ask you to understand everything. They do not require perfect meaning. They simply happen, softly, naturally, as part of being human. They come in the night, shaped by memory, touched by emotion, guided by a mind that never fully stops moving. And then they fade, just like thoughts, just like moments, just like time. You have seen now how dreams can be many things: a reflection, a process, a mystery, a story, and sometimes nothing more than a quiet passing experience. And that is enough. There is a kind of peace in allowing things to be incomplete, in not needing every image to make sense, every feeling to have a clear reason, in trusting that your mind is doing what it needs to do, even when you're not watching it. Because every night, as you rest, your mind continues gently, sorting, feeling, remembering, letting go. And you don't have to guide it. You don't have to control it. You only have to rest. That is your part. To lie down, to soften, to drift, and allow everything else to happen on its own. Dreams will come, or they won't. They will stay, or they will disappear. And either way, you are still resting, still healing, still moving quietly through the natural rhythm of sleep. So as this journey comes to an end, you can let all the thoughts we've shared become lighter, further away, like distant echoes fading into the night. There is nothing you need to carry forward, only a gentle understanding that dreams are a part of you, but they do not need to be held too tightly. They can come and go freely. And now, you can let even these words begin to fade, line by line, thought by thought, until there is only quiet, only stillness, only rest. So close your eyes, if they are not already closed. Take a slow, soft breath and let yourself drift beyond thoughts, beyond questions, into a calm, steady sleep, unhurried, undisturbed, at ease. Good night.